Okay. Hello, everyone. It is me, Melissa, or Mel, whichever you prefer. It is I. Grammar is off this morning. I'm recording at like 6 in the morning, so don't come at me. Okay, so I am a psychology major. Or was a psychology major. So this game just tickles my fancy, okay? Now, if you haven't tried this game before, you're about to have some fun. Sorry, I had to take a sip of coffee. I had purchased this originally for my Nintendo Switch. Oh no. It's in different language. Italian. Okay, that's good. Woo. Woo. Okay. So let me check the options again, see if I have to change anything. I feel like the music does not have to be that loud. It's so loud. Okay. Wait, let me double check. Sound effects. Yeah, it's probably fine. I don't care. Okay, so I originally... Oh, here we are. Let's take a look at this. So, psychoanalysis, the new black magic. Bergassi, 19, hosts a red light studio popular with the hysteric and bored Viennese middle class. Locked up in this tiny and dusty studio, the Jewish doctor... Oh my gosh, my tongue is not woken up yet today. The Jewish doctor, Sigmund Freud, receives dozens of women to subject them to his barbaric method of intrapsychic examination. He's pompous, perverse, and malicious. He's mocking of the Viennese high society with inexplicable and demonic theories. Secret dreams, hypnosis, incest, and uncivilized desires are the main topics of his expensive chats at Bergassi 19. The College of Psychiatrists wants him to be banned, confined in his place, but his reputation is growing considerably. Who knows if we'll hear about this cocaine addict Jew again. The first time we met, we talked continuously for 12 hours. I was intoxicated by his endless energy, by his brilliant and frenzied mind. Our paths suddenly parted the moment I understood that his obsession for sexuality was specious and inapplicable. I don't believe that the root of every pain and psychological distress can be linked to a sexual trauma. I believe Freud is going through a crisis, and without a loyal friend, he will end up swallowed by his ghosts. Carl Gustav Jung, psychoanalyst. Okay, so as I was saying, I used to be a psych major, and Freud was one of like the biggest, most original ones who tried to treat a lot of mental illness, right? And he came up with these crazy theories. But despite, how crazy his theories are, I still love his craziness, to be honest with you. He's just, he's from way back when. And he went against society. He went against a society that was very, very, very not talking about sex whatsoever. So his psychoanalysis and its basis on like sexual things just pissed people off. So I just like that he was, the pioneer who was willing to go against the grain in that respect. And now, do I believe in everything he's done? No. But, he was one of the beginners, and hopefully he did help some people. Maybe some of his stuff worked well enough that he helped some people. So if you help one person, can you say it was a waste of time? Probably not, because it means everything to one person, right? I don't know. I guess that's how I feel about things. I have to take my sweater off. I am boiling. Hold on. This is very, not a good time. Not a good time for me to be doing this. Okay. Hopefully that didn't bugger up the audio too bad. Whew. Man, I was not expecting for it to get that hot. Okay. So, anyway. Here we continue on. So Dr. Freud would be nothing more than a venal, perverse and angry Jew. Nothing is more intriguing. I've always been fascinated by the outcasts of society. They are like mirrors that show us our deformations. I think you should meet him. Who knows, maybe fraternizing with a perverted genius will surprise you. So, I think this is like, I don't know for sure, but it's the first psychology-based, historical psychology-based game I've seen anyway. So I was super excited about it. I did originally get it for the Switch, but unfortunately with the Switch there is a bug. So if you have the option, I think you should try the computer. I hear there's better, it works better. I haven't tried it on the computer before now, so we're going to do it together. In a real dark night of the soul, it is always 3 o'clock in the morning, day after day. Whoever said that was extremely right. A festive bedlam of voices dwells in my mind. How did I come to this point? Well, no nightly self-analysis can start without a cigar. I'm dying of my own poison. To protect my theory, my intuitions, I had to make an act of faith. I had to trust my instinct. Escape from society. Turning away the curious, the skeptical, friends. To find myself equally nailed, night after night, to the cross of my solitude. What once appeared to me as a refuge now looks like a gilded cage. I don't find any relief in wine, in other people's company. Even sex lately doesn't give me any satisfaction. Maybe cocaine caused a severe depression. I'm still burning in my insomnia while time passes by. Where is that mandrake infusion? I have to calm down and rest if I don't want to look like a drug addict tomorrow. I don't even know if they would have had that terminology then, to be honest. A dark monologue, right? I told you that our dear Dr. Freud is gripped by a deep crisis. At least once in a lifetime, I think you felt lost in a labyrinth without a map. Now it's time to introduce yourself in his mind. Help him in finding a light and changing radically his view about the human mind. Discover the roots of Dr. Freud's crisis. Take possession of Freud's bones. Okay, anyway, before we go further, in case you're wondering why he's talking about cocaine, when cocaine was first a thing, as with all drugs, a lot of the doctors were trying it, to ease pain. A lot of these mind doctors thought it could help heal the brain. And so they were trying it out on themselves. They tried it out on some patients sometimes. I don't know about Freud's actual history with doing this, but I do know that some of the old school psychologists, psychiatrists, whatever, doctors in general, were using it in their practices, and that was before they knew of its highly addictive properties. It's just like Coca-Cola. Cocaine was originally in the formula before they knew. how addictive it really was. So I guess that's a lesson for us all. When somebody comes up with something new and they say, oh, it's a cure-all for everything. It cures this and this and this and this and this, even if it's been around for generations. When it becomes popular and it's a cure-all, people are pushing it on you. They say it's fine. Most of the time, it's not actually been scientifically studied, or at least not studied long enough, or with such rigorous examination in order to really tell whether it's good or bad, and when it's good and when it's bad. A great example, although it's been around forever, but a great example of something in North America that has not been studied enough is marijuana. So the last time I checked, the most consistent information found in avenues of helping was for pain. It does help pain, so that's great. But we don't know, like, if there are any negative effects and how they would affect, because we weren't allowed to study it. It was banned. Now, since parts of the US and all of Canada have legalized it, a lot more studies are coming out, and over time we should get some actual answers. Not just, I believe because I want to believe. It's pretty important to have scientific basis on it. It's like cigarettes. Everybody thought those were good too. They did no harm. But turns out they did a lot of harm. And actually, I have a sneaking suspicion that smoking pot, like the act of smoking combustion, is going to show that it's cancer causing as well. So, because combustion of anything, if you're exposed to it over a long period of time, it's upping a carcinogen level, even if you don't have like cigarette compounds. Anyway, I'm getting way off of topic here. I do love marijuana, and I don't really take it myself because I'm so ADHD that if I take it, I get really stupid and really slow, and I can't do anything. I can't even function halfway through a sentence. I can't remember. I'll be listening to somebody say a sentence, and halfway, when they're doing the second half, I've forgotten the first half, is what I mean. So I don't like it for myself, but CBD though, it's very, very good. I use it on my dog, even though that's not been highly studied. You have to be very careful because dogs have more cannabinoid receptors than humans. So, like, everybody does know that we can't actually, die from pot as humans, right? We could smoke everything, we might get really sick, but we won't die from that. However, dogs have more cannabinoid receptors. And those are the receptors that THC, one of the compounds found within marijuana, bind to. And because they have a heavier load of these cannabinoid receptors, it might be endocannabinoid, but anyway, they are actually able to overdose to the point of death. So if you have a dog, I think cats might even be it too. I know it for sure for dogs. Do not let them get near your stash. Don't let them eat your edibles. Don't let them be around when you're smoking. It literally can kill them. Don't underestimate it. Because they're not built the same way we are. We're lucky we can't die from it, but dogs can. And a lot of people still don't know that. Anyway, and also, because of this reason, a lot of these compounds have not really been tested on animals. However, CBD eventually might be tested enough for pain levels in animals. And, there's very, very, very few studies right now. But my dog had some pain issues, and the normal drugs were tearing up his stomach. So, because he's a big dog, I tried a low amount of CBD and it worked. But you have a small dog and you do it, it could be different. There's going to be a lot of studies, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm sure that it's going to be a great tool for pain management in older animals with arthritis and whatnot. That would be great. Okay, take possession of Freud's bones. Okay, I feel like a chill runs through me. Man, I talk too much today. I love the graphics in this one. I don't know. It's cute. Okay, what's going on? That cigar should be accompanied by a good aged whiskey. Mandrake is for old ladies. It won't prepare you for what you're going to hear. Okay, so I need to make a decision. Let's say that cigar should be accompanied by a good aged whiskey. Who spoke? Oh no, an auditory hallucination is the last thing I need. Come on, Sigmund, invoke the rational goddess. Take a breath. You are certainly facing another side effect of cocaine. Simply practice gradual abstinence, smoke more, and allow yourself a bit of fun, of loss of control, or you will become a neurasthenic. Neurasthenic. What, like neurotic, like feeling? Neurasthenic. I have to Google that one again. I can't remember. Let's look at it. Neurasthenic. Okay, neurasthenia. An ill-defined medical condition characterized by lassitude, fatigue, headache, and irritability, associated chiefly with emotional disturbance. Okay, yeah, this must have been a term from their time. Neurasthenia. They didn't really talk about depression back then. It was more like hysteric. You're hysterical. Good, it's been short. It went away fast. I better find that damn mandrake and go back to bed. Maybe your inner demon decided to shake you off. Maybe it's neither insomnia nor cocaine that is the cause of this voice. Dig deeper. Oh, wait, I have to choose one. Okay. So that's me talking to him. They are the only possible logical solutions. I'm a man of science. Come on, Sigmund. It's just a nervous breakdown. You can get away with this. You should question me instead of shutting me up. I do not question an auditory hallucination. I cure this kind of disease. I don't suffer from them. He always acts like this while under pressure. This is Dr. Sigmund Freud in all his cynicism. After all, he knows very well who you are. Who better than the inventor of psychoanalysis could explain the task of an inner voice? The time has come. Let Freud give you a shape. Should we be a cat or a bird? Crow. Cat. Crow. Cat. don't want to imagine you as a petulant cat. Animism is not for me, and I am a dog supporter. Well, then it makes all the more sense that you would hate me. Let me take the weight of your consciousness upon my shoulders. There's no freedom that can be imposed against your will. Disappear, go away. I am the master of my thoughts. I am the captain of my soul. In the face of pride, one must respond with grace and cunning. Sigmund, now you put your hands behind your back. May you be cursed. That's not real. I can't control my movements. Dr. Freud is predictably reluctant to your presence. Now the time has come for you to take control of him. From now on, you can manage his movements and taking decisions about his life. You should know that you don't have to stand up against inner voices. You're deliciously fussy. Just the way that, yeah, I would never ever say that. You're stubborn. You should be part of my unconscious. There's a reason I don't know if you're here. I will let you take control, but remember that I am Sigmund Freud. Explore Dr. Freud's office looking for clues that can reveal the cause of his crisis. Alright. Left click on the items. Alright, so let's go to the statue of Socrates. His features of snarky satire always inspired me. Do you know his most famous and misunderstood exhortation? Know thyself. Know thyself, exactly. It was inscribed on the temple of Apollo. It was an invitation to get inside the human soul, but he knew very well that in the end, the one who tries to the maximum of their abilities is able to light up a flame in the boundless dark. I feel like sometimes that's true. Okay. The marble. Gardiva, she who shines when she walks. I bought it at the Vatican museums. It's a symbol of delirium and myutics. Okay, I don't know that one. Let's look that one up if we can find the definition. Okay. Myutics of or denoting the Socratic mode of inquiry, which aims to bring a person's latent ideas into clear consciousness. Okay. Makes sense. My grandson Stephen and I. That looks like an actual picture. Yes, I only expressed tenderness with dogs and children. No kidding. How romantic of you to watch the snow. Do you want me to give you a ball of yarn to complete this scene? Save the ball for your mother, source of every perversion. Yeah, you may have had to hate on for a woman. Irritating. Sure. Painting. Jose Ben-Yer painted a Chiron in the moment of maximum emotional tension in the attempt to ferry souls. I often feel like him. Okay, we got bookcases. Well, let's do this. A small reproduction of Anubis on the Pyramid of Cheops. Ancient Egypt was full of mystery and magic. Sometimes I think I hear a whisper. It troubles me deeply. Okay. My graphomania is pathological. Strumming over this magnificent instrument gives me a sense of freedom. He did write a lot, didn't he, during his time? Statue of Buddha. My atheism is not questioned by this object. I bought it during a trip to America. It gives me peace when I look at it. Smoking is vital if you don't have anyone to kiss. Oh, gross. Here we have Trabuco cigar and Reina Cubana cigar. Smoking seems to help overcome stress and favor concentration. It's what he seems to like most in his life. The stress bar also increases and decreases in relation to the type of cigar he smokes and the frequency with which he does it. Oh, Reina Cubana. Exotic. Strong taste. Ideal for my dreamlike journeys. Okay, if you say so. Is there a burning cigar in your studio all the time? That's a good question. Every hardened smoker treats his cigars as a friend and not as mere material goods. Okay. Egyptian statuettes. The Egyptians, what an exceptional population. Right now, I would resume their custom of gouging brains out from the noses of the dead. What? Just to make you disappear. Oh, gross. I think you'll end up worshiping me as an Egyptian cat. To worship does not exist in my vocabulary. Famous couch. It made me famous, but it's especially important to me as it holds sentimental value. It is a present from Mrs. Benevisti, an old patient of mine. I covered it with this Persian carpet to make it more comfortable. Then I realized that my patients drew benefits from laying down. The trance status lasts longer, and they're less reluctant to let thoughts slip out of their lips. Okay. Through the intercom, I can call Minna, my pedantic secretary and sister-in-law. Never mix your job with your family. Remember it. What the hell am I doing? Am I starting to give you advice? Okay. Without music, life would be a mistake. What regret never having met you, Friedrich Nietzsche. Okay. Okay, let's go into the bookcase then. Good choice. This is not just a bookcase to me. Literature is the most powerful poison for a restless mind. It contains secrets, poisons, balms. Every time you need to find questions or answers, check it. It will help you. Yes, let us read. Notes from the Underground, Fyodor Dostoevsky. One circumstance also tormented me then, the very fact that no one resembled me. I am alone, and they are everyone. I thought and sat engrossed for a long time. I must admit, sometimes I talk to the ghosts of past geniuses so I don't feel that way. Your pride might kill you one day. I note with pleasure that you are an advocate of living in society. Remember, society is the enemy of freedom. To the devil. Okay. Let's read again. The Picture of Dorian Gray, Oscar Wilde. every impulse we stifle poisons our soul. And that's when demons like me come knocking on your door. Mm-hmm. Don't. Your unwillingness won't get you very far, old girl. Okay. The Tempest by William Shakespeare. Hell is empty, and the devils are on earth. I kind of believe that one myself. Do you believe that human beings are fundamentally diabolical? Or what about you, Sigmund? Are you also one of them? Should we be harsh or should we be questioning? Let's try questioning. I think Christianity has made an unforgivable mistake. It has traced an arbitrary line between good and evil, inducing man to believe, to be a devil, and convince him that he's incapable of improving himself. Huh? Okay. Okay, let's do desk. My desk is strictly chaotic. I assume you want to snoop around in the drawers, so I'll get ahead of you. A train ticket to Berlin. My dear friend Lou Salome invited me to the presentation of her last work. What else has to happen tonight? Where did the sound come from? Approach the pyramid slowly. Oh, okay. My ancient Egyptian is a little rusty, but I should be able to figure out these hieroglyphics. Okay. I obviously didn't think I brought home a cursed artifact when I bought it in Cairo, but never mind. Okay, so just to discover wounds of others, your illness or torment. Okay. Oh, do I have to click on them? Okay. I think it means you will uncover the wounds of others who will discover your illness. Wow. Okay. An artifact cannot animate itself, nor can it spit out judgments. I'm losing my mind. But this piece looks like me. Anubis was the Egyptian god who judged the souls of the dead by weighing their hearts. Is this witchcraft judging me? If the weight of this heart will not be the same as the feather, what will happen to me? Oh, he's freaked out now. Those whispers were real. It's cursed. Oh, now I'm just sleepy. I can't absorb the hissing of your gab. Oh, God. Do you want to sleep? Oh, I guess. He's freaking out. Freud also loved to interpret dreams. So this is why this part is in here. I think he had a whole book on it. I should read that to you. I've never actually read it myself. This mind is a horrible theater. You have to dig deep. You have to understand why Dr. Freud is full of torments. His nightmares about the pyramid, my sudden appearance in a creepy window. I need him to slowly lower his defenses so he can confess. Oh, jeez. Let's do the second one. His nightmares about the pyramid, my shocking appearance in what seems to be a prison. Oh, that was a sneeze. So sorry. Ooh. I'll have to act cruelly to break him and confess. Every man is torn apart by his drama and paranoia, but this man in particular needs to be shaken before it's too late. Only you can succeed in this challenge. Click on the notebook. Okay. Dr. Freud's diary contains his innermost thoughts. You can consult it to check his emotional state. In spite of my efforts, her company laces up a noose to my neck. During her absence, it takes my breath away. I'm a man, a husband, a father, but I can't be a victim of my responsibilities. She can get me away from myself without making me feel terrified. I can't go further. I can't destroy an entire family. The night has just passed. I am prey to an abnormal, palpable, dark delirium. A voice, an echo down the corridors of my burning mind, emerged, demanding control, power. I do not recognize his tone. I do not know his intent. I only know that it is part of me. The whispers of the pyramid continue. I pretend they don't exist, as if I could lie to myself. What hypocrisy pervades us? How petty can we be? Bile burns in the bowels. I feel the weight of an anvil on the neck. He is very, 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 very dramatic. Very dramatic. You can also... Oh, okay. I missed all that. Whoops. He gets letters and you can answer them, I think. I don't know. You can manage Dr. Freud's finance in the wallet section. The way you decide how to invest your money will always have consequences. But how? Okay. You can invest your hard-earned shillings in reprinting your manuals, buying cigars, or cocaine. Okay. That's interesting. You can give life to your hypotheses about the clinical cases. Take advantage of your intelligence and always be bold. Freud's fame grows and decreases according to the outcomes of the therapeutic sessions. Psychic well-being of Freud, well, that's regulated by dark variables. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, the method bars vary based on the type of your therapeutical decisions. Okay, the ratio bar increases with your tendency to use a strictly didactic and technical approach. The intuitor bar, I don't know if I said it right, but I think it means intuition, increases according to the impulsive and intuitive choices you make. Oh no, my nose is stuffy suddenly. Oh no. Dawn peeps out on another brand new day that may be worth everything or nothing. This migraine is a real thorn in the skull. I'd better better start my day with a hot black coffee. Although it would take a bit of magic powder, aka cocaine, to regain strength. I assume Dr. Freud thinks that you're just a bad dream. Remind him you're here. Today you'll have to deal with his routine. Good morning, my devoted puppet. Sorry to disappoint you, Figment, but I'm still here. I'm not very inclined to an illusion. I'm perfectly aware of your existence. I just wanted to nurture my mental intimacy for a bit more. Remember to explore the studio every day. You will find interesting ideas. Head to the phone to communicate with Minna. Okay, you know what? I think I kind of want to save this game. Can I? Forget. Let's try. If I hit escape. Let's save it. We will save it here. Okay? And we will come back in another episode. Yeah, we'll come back in another episode and continue on because I need a break. Okay? I hope you sleep well. You have been watching ASMR Sleep. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get all future content. Thank you for watching. See you next time.